who sat down next to me on a bench outside the store. He didn't look like he was waiting, but he'd been there once before. There was something in his stillness, like he wasn't in a rush, like the world could pass around him and it wouldn't be too much. He said, funny how it goes, you know. You spend your life in speed, always chasing something distant, thinking that's what you need. Then one day you just sit down and the noise begins to fade, and you realize all that running never gave you what it made. I didn't answer, I just stayed. There was something in the way he spoke that made me wait. And he said, you don't notice when it's happening, you don't see it when it starts, but the life you think you're building is the one that builds your heart. He had a paper in his jacket, folded thin from time and rain. Said, I used to read this daily, now I just watch people change. Used to think I'd find the answer in the things I could control. Now I see it in the moments I would have missed before. He pointed at a woman laughing as she crossed the busy street. Said, that right there, that's everything we spend our lives to meet. Not the plans or all the pressure, not the things we think we need. It's the way a moment catches you and finally lets you breathe. And something in my chest felt different as he spoke, like the way I'd been holding life began to loosen its hold. And he said, you don't notice when it's happening, you don't see it when it starts, but the life you think you're building is the one that builds your heart. About the days I'd rush through, all the things I'd tried to be, all the moments I'd walked past without ever seeing. And for the first time in a while, I wasn't somewhere else, I was sitting in that moment, just being there myself. And before I could say thank you, he stood up and walked away, like the moment didn't need him once he'd said what he came to say. No goodbye, no delay, just a quiet kind of leaving, like he'd already stayed. And the world kept moving just the same, but I wasn't seeing it that way again. True in everything I move through. And I don't know why he told me or why I chose to stay, but something in the way he said it never really went away. Now I notice when it's happening, I can feel it when it starts, how the life I'm really living is the one that shapes my heart. He was only there a moment, but somehow he stayed.